Today's read aloud is Jasper's ABC book. This was actually written and published in the summer of 2018 by me. It's in the voice of my cat, who's a cat like none I've ever had before. He's not exactly the friendliest of felines. I hope you enjoy. Jasper's ABC book. Written by Jasper, the house cat of an elementary teacher, and Jodi Lea Pflaumer, his human. Illustrated by Connor Stewart, his human's nephew. To the students of room 302 at Southwestern Elementary for enjoying my human stories about me. A special shout out to the ones who gave me Christmas presents. You rock, Jasper. To family, friends, and students who have encouraged me to follow my one-day dream of writing children's books. Jodi Lea Pflaumer, aka Miss P. To all kids who prefer drawing over reading. Connor Stewart. Attack. I like to attack things. I attack bugs, strings, and sometimes the mailman. Bed. A bed is one of my favorite places to sleep or to attack my human's hand when it moves in the night. Chew. I'm a big fan of using my teeth. Sometimes it's by biting, and other times it's by chewing. I chew my food and treats, but I also like to chew. Plastic bags! Oh, I almost forgot the joy of chewing. Curly ribbon! You should try it. It's a blast until my human pulls the plastic out of my mouth when I already started swallowing. How rude. Dangerous. Yep, I'm dangerous. That's what I am. Everyone knows to enter with caution. Energy. I have a lot of energy when I'm not napping. Of course, I sleep most of the day. I tend to be most energetic when my human wants to go to bed. I'm a cat. She should understand. Fish. I'm a big fan of fish-flavored food. Ha! That's alliteration. I am such a smart cat. It's a benefit of having a human who's a teacher. When my human makes herself a good meal, she tries to keep me away by feeding me a packet of wet food that has yummy gravy in it. Purr. I can almost taste the creamy treasures now. Gravy. Hiss. I will hiss at you if you were a stranger, or if you bother me, or if you try to touch me when I don't want to be touched. Hiss. That's onomatopoeia. Yep, I'm smart. Intruders. Intruders are not welcome in my house. It doesn't matter if you're my human's nephew, parents, or friend. If I don't like you, that makes you an intruder. I'll make my disapproval known. Mice are also not invited. Jump. My inner jaguar has some gigantic jumping skills. I love to jump on my human's dresser, then up to the top shelf of her closet. Her stack of sweaters is a great place for an evening nap, and sometimes I jump from the bedside table right onto my human's body while she's sleeping, just to give her sleep some excitement. King. I could be king of the jungle, but I don't live in a jungle, so I'm just king of the house. My human is my servant, but that's just between you and me. She thinks I belong to her instead of her belonging to me. Litter box. I appreciate a clean litter box. However, as soon as my human cleans my litter box, I quickly mark my territory. This does not make my human very happy, but the litter box is calling my name as soon as it's scooped clean. Did you catch that personification? I'm a figurative language feline. Mouse. We live in an old house, so sometimes intruders in the form of a field mouse make it into my home. They think they're smart and only come out at night. They don't realize that's my energetic time. I chase, I pounce, and once I even jumped up on my human's bed with one in my mouth. For some reason, she screamed. Naps. One of my favorite things to do with my human is to take a nap. However, I also like to take naps by myself. Sometimes those naps are on my human's legs. I stretch out from her toes to her hip. I'm a beast. I'm a professional napper. Obey. I expect my human to obey my requests. When I rub her ankles as she passes my food bowl, I am asking her for food. If she chooses to walk by, then she will face the consequences. Just a little nip. I don't draw blood or anything. I just make sure she obeys. Purr. I am more of a hisser than a cat that purrs. However, I do purr when my human pets my head or scratches my neck. Of course, when the desire to be pet fades, I will bite her if she keeps going. A cat has to let his human know who's in charge. Q-tips! I love Q-tips, or really any cotton swab that my human uses and then tosses in the trash. I often knock over the trash can to find the discarded toy. I toss it, pounce on it, shake it, and repeat. It is so fun. You should try it. Race. I must race as fast as I can when I'm chasing the black snake on the floor. I sit still and see it lying there. My tail starts to shake and the snake shakes too. I race around and around as quickly as I can and then I stop and it stops too. Maybe it's not a snake. Sleep. They say we cats sleep an average of 15 hours a day, but we can't sleep up to 20. I'm an overachiever and I try to hit the 20 mark. My poor human hopes for 8 hours a night, but sometimes she only gets 6 to 7. I probably shouldn't wake her during those few hours, but sometimes I get carried away and I let meow slip out. I can't help it. I'm a cat on the prowl. Tail? Well, that black snake I was racing to catch, it turns out it was my tail. Well, it wasn't really my tail. It was the shadow of my tail. Who knew? It looks like I need to brush up on my science skills to understand this thing called a shadow. Under. I often hide under things. When I was a kitten, I would hide under the bed and swipe at my human's feet. Sadly, my toys often get lost under the couch now, and I don't get them back until she rearranges the furniture at Christmas time. So sad. Veterinarian. Don't be scared by this V word. I am not a fan. My human tells my veterinarian stories about my infamous reputation, but she doesn't believe her. Why? Sadly, I immediately become the cowardly lion as soon as she carries me to the car in my plastic jail cell. Look, everyone has bad days and mine are always when I go to the veterinarian to get weighed or a shot or something worse. It's just not right. Waiting. I'm not a fan of waiting. If I'm hungry, I want my human to give me a scoop of food. If a cat or a raccoon comes into my yard, I want it to exit immediately, not make me wait. However, if you want my attention and I want to do something else, you must learn to wait because I am the king of the world, or at least my house. X-ray. Have you ever had an X-ray? I have. It was one of those visits to the veterinarian's office. My human made a special appointment. I don't think there is anything special about that place. But the vet lady, put me on this thing and took an x-ray to make sure there wasn't any big problem. It didn't hurt, but going to the vet's office is never painless. Yet, my human is a teacher, and she's been saying yet a lot. So I've learned, because as I said, I am a smart cat. I'm not an outside cat yet, but I sneak out as often as possible. I'm not a lion yet, but I try my best. I've not scared the world yet, but I keep working to achieve my goal. ABC review. Do you remember my ABC words? Attack, bed, chew, danger, energy, fish, gravy, hiss, intruder, jump, king, litter box, mouse, nub, obey, purr, Q-tip, race, sleep, tail, under, veterinarian, wait, x-ray, yet. So, did you like my first book? I hope to share more of what I've learned by living with a teacher. You can follow my fabulous feline fame on Instagram, Journey of Jasper. If you want to interact with my human, she has an author Facebook page. Our illustrator is her nephew. Follow him on Instagram. If you like our book, let us know. And if you have ideas of what you'd like me to teach next, shoot those to the author, Jodi Lea Pflaumer. Be watching for Jasper, the figurative language feline. It's a picture book. Jasper's Journey, a chapter book series. The first book is Kitten Chronicles. Thanks for listening. Have a great day.